All right, welcome back. We continue live right here, Pittsburgh CW. Bob Pompeani along with Gene Collier tonight, and you. And all you have to do is call 412-575-2600. And Dan in Freeport has done just that. So, Dan, you are on the hotline. What's going on?
Hi, Bob. This call was directed to Mr. Gene.
He's here.
You there, Gene?
I'm here. Go ahead.
Last week you made a comment about performing-enhancing drugs and marijuana that these football players are taking. If you had it your way, after the first time, they would get a year off. After the second time, they don't play football. God bless you, Gene, because I couldn't agree more. When you consider the totality of the drug problem we have in this country today, and these football players, yes, they have to work hard, but they're blessed. And they have to work hard that God didn't tell, and they have to go to that garbage and use those drugs. To me, the first is gone. So I just wanted to tell you that. Keep up the good work, Gene. Thank you, buddy.
All right, thank you, Dan. We appreciate that. Gene's always doing good work. Let's go to line 1. That's Gene in Clarion. Gene, how are you?
I'm fine.
Good.
I don't watch much football, only if the Steelers are playing.
Okay.
But I do think that they are very lucky to have Antonio Brown.
Right.
He is.
I'll hang up and hear what you have to say.
Okay.
Thank you, Gene. And what else can you say about him?
You know, he wins games for you. I go back to his rookie year in the AFC Championship game against the Jets. He knocks the Jets out of the playoffs. I remember in kind of a freeze frame in my head looking over at Rex Ryan on the sideline, and he's throwing his headset or throwing his clipboard or something. So disgusted. And that's when Antonio Brown was just a rookie. He's been making big plays and impossible plays ever since. He won the Browns game. He won last night's game. Probably another one or two this year.
Do you remember 2011 playoff game against the Ravens with the catch against the helmet on the sidelines?
Oh, sure.
That was
last Christmas Day.
Extension.
Extension. Yeah, he's he's a Hall of Famer if he retired today.
He really is. You look at his career now. A lot of people. Somebody brought up the question of Jerry Rice. Well, that's a whole different ball game there at this point, just because of Rice's longevity. He played for 21 years. He's, to put this all in perspective, how many years is Antonio Brown? This is 7th year for him? 7th or 8th, right? Because he's since 8th year. All right. 8th year, he's still 138 touchdowns behind Jerry Rice.
Right. Well,
I mean, that's if you're going to start playing. But if he's healthy, and that's one thing about Antonio Brown, he's always been healthy.
Put it to you this way: if you had to complete one pass to win a game
today, I agree.
Rather throw it to?
See, Rodney Harrison last night on the national broadcast on NBC said, no doubt in his mind, that Julio Jones is the best receiver in the NFL.
Maybe.
He's a different kind of receiver, but he's not the best.
But we don't have to detract from anybody else to describe.
No, but he was asked. He compared the two, and he said Julio Jones is the best receiver. Now, if I compared the two, I would say no, Antonio Brown, based on everything that he does. He's not the same stature, but he delivers big, and consistent is the word with Antonio Brown.
If I needed somebody to get open to make a big play, I would pick Antonio Brown.
Okay, we agree. Jim in New Brighton. Hey, Jim.
Hi, Bob and
What's
Gene.
up?
Hi.
Well, here's my point. The Steelers have been criticized roundly for not scoring in the red zone, and it seems that one thing they did well against Green Bay, which I haven't heard anyone comment about, is the fact that they scored from the
red zone.
Red zone. Did they not score all the touchdowns from the red zone?
The reason you haven't heard it is because when things go well, people don't want to talk about it, right?
Yeah, well, they had 4 touchdowns. They were 3 for 3 in the red zone, so one must have been from outside. But, yeah, they did a much better job there. You're right.
All right, line 3 we go. It's John in Banksville. Hello, John in Banksville. How you doing?
Gentlemen, good. How you doing?
We're good, thank you.
A comment and a question. I'm old. I've been watching hockey forever. Yeah. And this is the first game. I thought it was interesting. The first Pens-Flyers game that I never saw a fight, not even a skirmish, and I thought that was interesting. And it paid off for them, actually. Now, my question is Ian Cole. Obviously, he's been a healthy scratch for 3 games, and he's probably they're working on a trade for him. Mm-hmm. And I wonder if you heard anything in the rumor mill, who they're trying to get for him, where he's going, things like that. I'll hang up and let you guys answer the question.
Yeah, there was no, they've successfully trying to take fighting out of the game, and you very rarely see it anymore. And when you do.
Yeah, good point, though. It's hard to get through one of these Flyers games without seeing it. So, yeah, that was
Do you miss any components of that?
I do not.
Bench clearing brawls? Not one bit. Do you think if you took a survey of fans?
No, they love it.
They would want it.
They want it.
Yeah, it's interesting how that works. And as far as Ian Cole, yes, they're not dressing him because they're trying to trade him. In fact, they've given his agent permission to shop around because he is an unrestricted free agent.
Right.
What do you think they can get for him?
Well, I don't know. I think you can get a pretty decent player for Ian Cole or a high pick.
Does a lot of good things on championship teams. We'll be back
does.
right after this.